Every real cowboy like myself knows how lonely it is out on the open range, which is why I listen to the Cowboy Boys podcast. With best contractually obligated friends, Shayne Smith and Mac Arthur, the Cowboy Boys will comfort your soul better than any disease-ridden saloon gal ever could. Cowboy Boys.
What are we doing?
How do you like the lights?
They're good.
They're great.
What are we doing?
Today's episode has been brought to you by Bitter Cat Lady, who bought these brand new lights off our Amazon wish list.
Hell yeah.
Found at the bottom of our website, cowboyboys.rodeo. And she says, "Enjoy, boys. Excited to see how you put this to good use."
It lit us up.
From Joy Loving, a.k.a. Bitter Cat Lady.
Do we look better? You tell us.
I hope we do. I look great. I can see right now.
Nice.
And now, for the podcast.
Let's go.
Welcome to Cowboy Boys Podcast, episode 167.
167. We did it.
I'm 167. I'm what rhymes with 60?
60.
I'm fixing.
Fixty. Lixty.
I'm Lixty.
Trixty.
Those aren't.
Bixty.
Do you ever think you would be a rapper in like for a few short months when you were I'd say late
Never.
teens, early 20s, never past 21. I feel like it's a phase most young men go through.
I agree with that because
You missed it.
I missed it
Not
because
every-
I wanted to be like a fucking metal guy always.
But I feel like most guys have a few short months, maybe a year. I don't know. Some guys never get out of this phase where they're like, I think I could be a rapper.
Here's what happened to me when I was really young, before I was exposed to a lot of rap,
Yeah.
because I do love rap now and hip hop. Before I was more into it, I was exposed to a hybrid theory, Linkin Park.
Ooh.
And I always remember being like, imagining myself in Linkin Park, and since I never played an instrument, I was always singing, and I was like, oh, I would be Chester. I would be the non-rapping Linkin Park person.
You'd be the guy with the scratchy, interesting voice.
Yeah. So that was in my mind. I never had a rap phase because I was like, no, I'm Chester Bennington. I'm the fucking singing guy.
Mm-hmm.
Even though I also can't sing good. I'm not good at any of those things. I was decent at guitar. Man, I wish I had had a different childhood.
Do you remember our friend Tanner Nicholson? Shout out to Salt Lake City comedian.
Yeah. Shout out Tanner.
He had the same thing as you, where he's like, well, I can't sing and I can't rap and I can't play a musical instrument, so comedy it is.
That's what happened to me. Is people ask me that question in interviews all the time, and I go, I can't sing or dance, so here I am.
Yeah. Why'd you get into comedy? I don't know. I'm good at it. It's fun. I like lying for a career.
That is sick. It is a good job.
And I don't want to be evil about it like a politician. I want to be wholesome and fun, making the world better. What the fuck? Is that the cat?
I don't know. Is our roommate home? Let's keep doing it, and if there's a break-in or something
Yeah,
crazy,
no, I would never.
it'll be good.
I would never edit it out. I'm just like, that was the cat fall over. How has your week been? I don't know. That the cat really ruined my train of thought.
Dude,
because if I was a rapper, I'd be like, what was that? Was that the cat? And now I'm gonna be wearing a cool hat. And,
Yeah.
dude. And people are like, oh,
My name is Mac, and I am fat. And then,
potato sack Mac, and follow my ass crack.
yeah, dude.
It's
you
funny-
actually don't fall on your ass. When you fall forward, which is a big problem for you.
No, because of my big head, the momentum. Because my momentum carries me forward.
Is that what happens? That's why you rolled your ankle that one time. Because you don't fall backwards, you fall forwards.
Yeah, I gotta learn to.
And then you do you try to run it off and you blow your ankle out.
Yeah, but not in these babies.
No, not in those.
Not in my orthopedic boots, my orthopedic cowboy boy boots. Yeah, you didn't go. Did you go through? You didn't go through a rap phase.
No.
I remember writing a big rap song in my call center job, and people like hyping me up and being like, "Yo, this is good." Where I was just doing like, My name's Mac Daddy, and I'm here to say I'm bringing it back in an old school way. Bring all your ladies, and I don't remember the thing, but it was so funny. I'm like, I got a small penis, but your ladies don't complain.
Dude, you could have been you could have been Big Dickie. Because he's Lil Dicky.
Oh,
but he's the comedy rap guy.
Yeah, I could have been. What I could be, I would be perfectly sized Dicky.
Yeah,
it still feels bad when she says, but I'm not complaining.
Yeah. Medium Dicky.
Just enough Dicky.
Medium large.
Thickie.
Lil Thickie.
Lil Thickie is my rap name.
Damn, dude, it's a great rap name. We did it, dude. Fuck yeah. You could still be a rapper. You wanted to be a DJ, unironically.
I still do.
I know. Why don't you?
I think now that
you have stuff on your computer, just fucking do it. Why haven't you been making music? What's wrong with you? Have all this free time. You talked all this shit.
Dude.
3 years ago, and I fucking was like, I don't want to have to say I told you so. I have so many I told you so's to say. I've said 0 I told you so's. It's too exhausting.
You have so many hobbies that injure you, so I'm just scared. I stay in my room. You come on the podcast every other week with a new injury, and I'm like, damn, I guess I won't do that.
Yeah, but
it's so scary out there.
The amount of people who are like, Shayne, you look like you're always having so much fun, and it's like, yeah, I am, but you got to pay to play, baby.
Not last week. Last week you were being a real bummer.
Yeah, last week I was really sad. I'm still sad. It's just hard to maintain that high level of sadness over the course of many days.
No, you can't be as sad on my level. You couldn't live. You'd kill yourself if you ever got as sad as me. I just revel in it. I'm so happy when I'm sad. I'm like, ooh, I feel miserable right now. Very normal feeling.
It's true. I definitely couldn't be sad like you, because when you get sad, I don't know what you do.
I don't know what I do.
What do you do? What do you fill your time with? When we leave for like a week and I come back?
Let's get off this topic.
I want to know so bad what goes on.
Let's go back to how when we were having fun with Lil Thickie.
I would do anything to see what Lil Thickie does. If I had like a cat cam for you, just watch you all day.
Do it. Install a camera. Install a hidden camera.
How much do you think you sleep?
Not enough to justify how little I do.
Listen, man, listen, if you're happy, because you seem happier these days, you seem it.
Yeah.
As long as I feel like you're happy, that makes me happy. It doesn't matter how you actually feel. It's about how I feel about how you feel.
No, that is true.
I'm doing the thing where I'm every woman I've ever dated.
No, I was gonna say.
I'm kidding, by the way.
No, that's a good way to look at the universe, because you don't really know. You can't be in charge of other people's feelings.
No.
And you can't really tell if other people are real or not. And so all you know is your own feelings.
Sure.
It's that stupid.
But you can't even trust those. Those are fake all the time.
Yeah, you can.
No, you can't. Sometimes you feel...
No. This is the nihilist. This is the free will argument. What is the opposite? Is it determinism or...
What?
I can't remember. But the people who say free will doesn't exist because they're like, free will doesn't exist because it's all we could be a simulation and you would never know and you're a brain in a vat. And I'm like, it doesn't matter. My gut tells me free will exists. And I'm trusting my gut. I'm trusting my gut on whatever I have to feel. If I'm like Shayne's sad right now, I got to trust my gut and do what my gut says. I got to trust that little inward voice that some people call the Holy Ghost, but I call
I'm not saying you're wrong to trust your gut, but your feelings are wrong all the time.
Not mine.
Your physical feelings are wrong. Your senses are incorrect.
Yeah, my feelings.
Let alone your feelings. You have to. That's why you have to constantly examine them. You have to put effort into your everyday life.
Look where I'm pointing. My feelings, as I point in my head, are always wrong. Can be wrong, but my gut is never wrong.
When do you use your gut? How many times a day do you use your gut?
When I eat 8 meals a day.
Okay, yeah. Some of those meals being a bag of chips,
a whole bag of chips. It's a good meal. They're so crunchy.
They are.
Let's go back to Lil Thickie.
Let's go back. No, we're on Lil Thickie right now, dude. We're on the way to Big Thickie. How's your journey going? Are you losing
out?
Are you working out?
I'm not losing weight. I'm gaining muscle.
Oh yeah, dude. I mean, I can't prove you wrong. There's no way for me to do it. I just gotta sit here and take it.
And yeah, I'm trying to avoid injury, unlike you.
Yeah, I haven't seen you run at all. Do you get it done during the day?
You've never seen me run?
I haven't seen you run in the last 2.5 weeks.
You've been gone for the past 2.5 weeks.
I've been gone for a week of the last 2.5 weeks. Maybe
and it was raining yesterday. and I went to a
So-
party the day before. Ooh, I want to talk about that party.
Yeah. But you could run and go to a party on the same day.
No.
I like work, skate, and surf and run on the same day
No,
sometimes.
I'd prep. I'd
Oh yeah. You're right. You got a carb load for your training.
for the social beating I took at that partying, and it didn't. Oh,
Everyone, it's crazy. Mac went to a party and he didn't like it. Whoa!
No, I have a reason
about why
I have a
so
reason.
mad at the
I have
party.
a good reason, and everyone is going to be on my side when they hear why I had a bad time at this party. If it happened to anyone, if it happened to you, you'd be telling me all about how bad this party was, and I'd be like, let's go, fucking, let's figure this out. Let's find this person who ruined the party. There's one person who ruined the party for me.
I'm making fun of you, but truly, if I was like, I didn't like a party, you could do the same thing to me. Oh, Shayne didn't like a party? That's crazy. No way. Yeah, I don't fucking go out. I fucking hate parties. I hate concerts that aren't heavy metal. I want poetry readings. I don't want to go outside. I hate bars. I'm fucking leaning into it, dude. If you aren't surfing, skating, or doing something I like, fuck off. I don't like being social anymore. I'm over it. But continue. Tell us about the fucking party. I'm on your side.
You don't. Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I'm definitely on your side. Firstly, the fact that you win is crazy.
Well, it's our neighbors. You have to. If
one of them gave me their phone number and I didn't save it. I was like, yeah, I don't fucking care, dude.
I have two of their phone numbers.
Yeah,
I send them all kinds of sexy texts.
I did take one of their phone numbers, and it was the evil one who I guess I could talk about now, who stalked me on Instagram and said all that gross shit. Oh my god, let's fucking out this bitch.
Let's talk about this. I didn't hear.
Yeah.
I didn't get her. Was this the tall one?
Well, let's do this one and then we'll go straight into yours.
All right, yeah.
Because
I'm good at detecting people's inner souls, so I only got the two good people's numbers.
Yeah. Good call. I mean, and you know what? That's that gut you're talking about. I got to trust my gut more.
You got to trust your gut.
So
there's your brain, which is usually wrong, and then there's your gut, which is always right. But then your third brain,
dude, which I trust way too much. He makes decisions for me about things that aren't even. He's like, catch that wave.
I say,
do it, pussy, and I'm like, I'm gonna listen to you down there, and I shouldn't, man.
For
He's
everyone,
wrong all the time.
Everyone listening to the audio version, we are pointing at our penis.
Yeah, we pointed at our penis. You probably figured it out, but we did, both of us.
You should be listening to the audio podcast and watching the YouTube,
dude. Yeah, like
at the same time. So turn down the audio volume on the YouTube and then listen to the high fidelity podcast audio.
Like you are at a museum and you have the walking audio tour thing you push the button for. What the fuck?
What is that?
That's not me.
All right, I gotta
go get it, and I'm gonna fill the time. All right. So here's the deal, everyone. Mac's gone, and now it's just us. I'm gonna tell you some important things. Firstly, I'm getting texts. Who are the texts from? No one I want to fucking talk to. I'll tell you that right now. So, what do you think Mac is getting? Anyway, Mac's gone. I need you guys to know, I don't think Mac is going to fucking run the marathon. I don't think he's smoking any cigarettes. He's definitely not jogging. He's eating more than ever, I'm pretty sure. And I think we all need to bully him into being healthier to save him from himself. Okay, and then she said some crazy shit to me. It was really silly. And Mac's back, and I'll tell you.
I
about
heard that transition.
No, you didn't.
I heard you talking shit.
No, what was it? Was it a package?
To one of our roommates who isn't here. And
Ooh, we should open it on air and do an unboxing of his mail.
I'd do it.
Oh no, I don't.
It might be risky.
Yeah, both our roommates. They're
up to stuff.
Yeah, they're doing shit.
They don't live their lives openly with the door open like we do.
Yeah, me and you are way more open with each other about what's going on. They're fucking like sneaking around.
They have sex with the door closed.
They have sex with the door closed. What the fuck is that about? I want to
Ugh.
hear if you're doing a good job. What if you need backup?
Yeah, what if
something happens?
Exactly. What if you need to tag me in?
That's what. Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking selfish.
So wait, what happened with the third roommate who no longer lives here?
Okay, so she doesn't live here anymore, and she was rude, so I feel safe to talk about it now. I'm just realizing.
I'm also going to talk about someone who was rude to me. That's the thing when people are like, "What are you going to talk about me on your podcast?"
Yes.
No, unless you're very rude to me, and I remember. I don't remember anyone being nice to me. I'm just like, oh, that feels good, and then my gut remembers.
I should talk about people who are nice to me. I will say one thing before we go negative mode, hardcore. Everyone I've seen on the tour, Florida, fucking California, all those people, you're all sweethearts. I'm sorry I've been in so much pain just constantly, so I'm not fun at any shows. Dude, I've been acting my fucking dick into the dirt, just being like, hey, fun, I'm having fun. And then right after the show, I'm like, fucking kill me, dude. I hurt so bad.
You should do opiates about it.
That's what everyone keeps telling me, and I could, but whatever. I'm fucking ibuprofen in it. So anyway, thank you so much. Everyone's been so nice. Shout out to the fucking guy who took a photo with Mike and Diego. I'm sorry I didn't come out. He had a Cowboy Boys shirt. You're the fucking man. You're awesome. Thank you to the person who gave me bracelets. Thank you to the person who gave me a fucking peacock plushie. Thank you to the person who gave me fucking Lord of the Rings cards. Same person, I think. And all the other people I've met. You're all so wonderful. All right. So we moved in last year. And when we moved in, our fucking, I'm telling the story from the very beginning. When we moved in, the maintenance guy was like, you were like, hey, what do we need to know about this place?
I'm going to change his name, but only a little bit. Our maintenance guy, Gustavo was like, we were like, what do we need to know about this place? And he goes, girls downstairs? 4 girls downstairs, 4 guys
boys
upstairs.
Yeah, we were like, all right.
Damn.
So, the place below us has been occupied by the same people forever. Random fact, my ex-girlfriend, her ex-boyfriend from 6 years ago lived downstairs, so she used to stay in this apartment.
This
all
is
the
just
time.
this is a slutty house.
I know, dude.
People moving in and out.
One of the same tenants from downstairs has been down there for like 8 years, so that bodes well for us.
That's gonna be me.
Yeah, that's me too. We live here now. This is our house. So anyway.
When Mike and Diego die,
yeah.
we're just gonna slowly take over the floors.
Mike and Diego, who take care of themselves literally 5 times as good as you and I do.
That's not how it works.
Exactly. I know. That's why they're gonna die.
You gotta be a little evil, so God gets angry and lets you live longer.
That's me and you, dude. So anyway, we're like, whatever, these girls downstairs. So I avoid them because I don't care. I'm not a talk to your neighbors guy. I don't give a shit. I'll be nice to the neighbors. If the neighbors are cool, I'll be friends with them. But I'm like just not going out of my way. I want to play my video games, play with my board games, read my books, surf my surf, whatever. I ignore the girls. I continue to live my life. Eventually, one of the girls comes up to me, and she seems kind of nice, and she's like, hey, do you want my phone number?
Wait, was this the weeb or the tall one?
The tall one and the weeb.
Both of them. I remember this happened to you twice, and they both moved.
Yeah. So they get, anyway, I get the weeb is the one who went insane.
Yeah, she came up here. I was missing that day. You didn't have my gut feeling guarding the door.
So I get the one girl's phone number. And we text, and I'm like, okay, if you ever need anything, you message me, I'll come downstairs. If you whatever, we have each other's mail and shit. So I never message her. Then eventually she finds me on Instagram and sends me some like wild messages. Like, I didn't know you were famous. I've always wanted to be friends with a blue checkmark person.
Oh.
You should come downstairs and hang out.
That's so gross.
And like said some
I resent your blue checkmark.
She said some,
I look at you lower.
Good,
like,
good.
Ew.
Good.
I don't respond to your Instagram messages.
Yeah, you don't. And so
I'm like, you message me on Twitter where we're equals.
So she said some pretty gross stuff to me, and I was like, ugh.
How gross? I don't
know. Like, just some, like, not sex stuff necessarily, but, like, you should fucking hang out with me and my friends.
She was, like, clout chasing, but not sexually. What's the point? What's the point of...
She was a little sexual, but like just enough where she could deny it if she needed to.
What's the point of power dynamics if I can't abuse them?
Yeah. Let me abuse a little.
Let me swing my blue check mark around and be like, hey, I'm verified. I'm gross.
So she was gross to me, and then I ignored it. Then later she messaged me again and was like, oh, so you just like don't whatever. I don't know. It was gross.
Yeah.
Then on my birthday, I was having a very bad day because, well, I had a great day. It was a perfect day. And then a woman ruined it. And I was feeling bad.
Yeah.
So I'm upstairs feeling bad, and I'm like trying to shake off the very bad feeling from the person I was kind of dating at the time being shitty. Then this girl comes over and she's like, hey, I have a package for you. And we're like, oh, okay. And she goes, what are you guys up to? And I think you...
I was gone.
Oh, fuck, who was it? Anyway, Mike...
Because I'm always here at the apartment.
Someone said, like, it's his birthday, we're hanging out. And then she was like, oh, it's your birthday? And then she's like, how old are you? And I told her, and she was like, yeah, you look fucking old. And like was being really like legitimately rude to me, and like was really nasty to me on my birthday. And I was just, she's like, well, have a good birthday here at home alone, I guess, in the dark, because like the lights weren't all on. I was like, we're watching a movie. Like, what the fuck is this bitch doing?
Yeah.
And so anyway,
she's trying to nag you.
Yeah.
Into
my birthday.
Into some penis. She's trying to nag her way into some penis.
Yeah.
Does that work? It has to work.
Yeah, it works for sure.
I bet your penis comes a little bit, and you're like, no.
Yeah.
No, I come a lot.
I bet it doesn't even get the whole way hard. It does. Who do you want to see? Dude, if you're a girl, you don't have to do strategies like that, but if you do, they will be flawless.
It's evil.
Unless you're doing it to me, and then I'm like, I'll kill you.
That works on dumb guys. It doesn't work on guys worth it.
Just like those guys nagging girls, it does work. Catcalling works.
It works, but not on the people you want it to.
No, never. This is why I don't.
That's why I can't.
People are like, if you want to date, go to bars. I don't want to date a woman I would meet in a bar.
I would meet a woman at a bar.
I know you would. I don't want to.
It would be one of those. I was going to say a high class bar, but I'm like, no. If I met a woman at a high class bar, I'm like, oh, you like this high class bar? This sucks.
I want to be. If I meet a woman at a bar, I want her to be like, hey, I fucking hate these places. My friends made me come here. I don't drink or something. Like, yeah, I'm not like.
That has to do with the party. The story I got to tell you later.
Okay, so anyway, after that, she would like wait outside and like smoke, and I would tell that and then she would like try to force me into weird conversations, and she's like, so what do you do for a living? And would like try to force me to admit that I'm popular.
You need to work on your autism powers, where you just answer very curtly and in a way that shuts down the I can do it naturally, where I answer in a way where people are like, ugh. They'll be like, what's your favorite color? I'm like, my favorite color is blue. And then like there's a thick, bold period at the end of that sentence.
Oh man, I try, bro. I try, and people just power through. I've literally been like, hey, I don't like you to like other comics and shit, and they've been like, ha ha ha, not a joke. And then they're just anyway. So she kind of harassed me, and then she sent me a gross photo, and then she like was harassing me online, being like, I know you get these.
Wait, what was this gross photo?
It was boobs.
Oh.
And they were like half bra up, shirt down, like smashed up and gross.
No. You can't do your first sexual photo can't be up and close.
No, it has to be fucking classy.
It has to be like kind of like, do I see an areola?
Yeah.
Is
that one where you just cover the nipple but the whole areola's out?
No, not that. You want a shade. You want
one titty out, one titty secret. That's good.
The first lady nude should have, you know how they are, because there's not a hard line on the areola. It's a small gradient.
Yeah.
You want the edge.
There's blending there.
Yeah, you want the very edge of where the color changes to barely be present, so the guy's like, it starts activating the part of his brain where it's like the pattern recognition is like, do I see an areola, where he's like, he wants to be moving his head around the photo just to see if he can convince himself. Anyway, don't sound ew.
She was really gross to me, and she was harassing me like in person all the time, and to the point that like if I saw her outside, I would just literally walk around the block till she went inside. It was like a nightmare. I couldn't believe it was happening. And she's a girl, so what am I gonna do? You know, who am I gonna fucking tell?
You gotta act more autistic.
I told one of her roommates that she was weird, and they were like, yeah, I'm sorry. She's like that. I was like, can you say something to her? They're like, I don't know, what do you want me to do? I was like, all right, cool. Anyway, it fucking sucked, and but then she moved away.
Yeah.
And so now, fuck you. She has never messaged me since, so that's great. And then the other one was kind of weird too, but she wasn't like evil. She was just like fucking goofy. Or well, they were goofy. I don't know. I think their pronouns weren't she, her. But I can't be. I don't remember. I know.
If I don't know someone, I'm going to default to how they
I'm going to guess. I'm going to guess, but whatever. In any case, okay. That was my nightmare neighbor story, and now that lady's gone. But holy shit, was it?
dead.
And she used to like.
She's probably dead.
Oh, and also just so you
Shayne,
know,
she's probably dead.
Yeah, I know. You said it so many times. I was like, fine, I'll acknowledge how fucked up that was to say.
It's not fucked up.
I mean, she might be. She's crazy. And then she used to live. Her room was directly below mine, and she would practice acoustic guitar full blast at like fucking 4 a.m. Or just she would be like,
I think I heard it at the back of the
fucking
house.
listening to anime soundtracks
That's
and
fun.
stuff. I was just like, damn, dude. It doesn't bother me really because I was usually awake, but I was like, damn, if I had a regular schedule, this would be like a shitty thing for you. Yeah. She just sucked, man. She's inconsiderate, mean, clout chasing, harassing.
She sounds like the woman I met at the party.
Dude, what is it about me that just attracts like abusive or like negative women?
I think you put up with it.
Do you think that's what it is?
I think you're still too nice.
Maybe.
You got to imagine them as...
I'm in so many situations like that so often.
You gotta imagine them as a man that you can just be dismissive and rude of.
Yeah, I know. Well, here's the thing about men is I have no problem being like, violence is one of my options.
Mm-hmm.
I do that with a man, immediately, if a guy had acted like that, I would have just been like, I will smack the fuck out of you if you act like this more. But like, I guess...
Society has all these rules
that we've
all agreed to.
Well, it's just so abhorrent in my mind to touch a woman that way that it like makes me... If only I hadn't had to watch someone hit my mom.
If only you had a girlfriend who was a UFC fighter.
I know, dude.
To punch
I
women
do love.
for
That's
you.
one of the reasons I love a woman who's out of pocket. Like, yeah, you have to kind of deal with them being crazy, like mean to you. Not mean, but like, oh fuck, what are you gonna do? You gonna throw something right now? She might go chat on a wall. But also, then when a woman's harassing you, she could be like, hey, she could show up, and when she sees that girl, she goes, hey, just so you know, I'm gonna fucking stab you in the neck with the fucking pencil I have in my pocket if you message him on Instagram again. Like, you know.
I think you're secretly want her to message you that. That's the lady from the Bronx that you're attracted to.
Dude, I know. That one lady that
a half Latina, half black lady who threatens you with a knife at your throat.
You're literally describing that girl I was sleeping with. I had to stop hanging out with her because she wouldn't come to my place, and every time I went to hers, there was like dudes with machetes hanging out in her building, and I was like, I can't fucking be here, man. This place fucking scares me. Also, I felt like she had a boyfriend, and she was lying to me about it.
Good for her.
Yeah, whatever.
So anyways, I was at the party with the two good roommates downstairs, the two ones that we like that I say I sexed. I basically send them pictures of their packages in the in the hallway, and I'm like,
our neighbors are now very sweet. They're like, you know,
yeah, they're nice. But one of them was having her birthday, and everyone there was pretty nice. This is the birthday report with MacArthur.
Birthday report.
So there were a bunch of like art adjacent hipsters, even though hipsters is an antiquated term from the late 2000s. How come whenever I start telling a story, you just open your phone and start looking at tits?
What
the fuck, man?
Firstly, there's no tits. Firstly, there's
no
tits.
Yeah, but you needed to scroll just a hair farther.
No,
I'm trying to tell a story.
No tits.
Dude, did you notice how I was very attentive to your story? And I was added, dude. I'm attentive.
You know what? I'm willing to admit when I'm wrong, and this is not one of those times. Suck my dick. Continue your story.
All right. Well,
so you're a birthday reporting. You're downstairs.
I don't want to tell my story anymore.
Oh, you want to see the tits?
No, I saw them.
There's no tits. That's a funny thing. There's no fucking tits.
Yeah,
dude.
I guess what? You can't even show our YouTube audience to prove yourself because it would be blurred out immediately.
Yeah, you want to know about this fucking wall of text?
That's almost worse.
Yeah, you think?
So I was at this party. Speaking of women, I was at a party having a good time.
What's the ratio of men to women at the party?
Pretty good. I would
like
say
50-50?
one out of every three.
Is a woman?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty good for a party.
Pretty good for a party.
Yeah.
At first the party, I found this cool neckbeard. And we talked about Star Trek and socialism.
Yeah,
and
hell yeah.
I told him my favorite character, my favorite race from Star Trek was the Ferengi.
Yeah.
And he was like, "All right, interesting." And so we got into Star Trek, and we're just discussing that. And he had one of those soft takes. It's like, Star Trek is the best because I'd like to live in the Star Trek universe because it's a post-scarcity society. I was like, yeah, if you're born on Earth. If you're born on one of the outer planets, then it fucking sucks. And he's like, I didn't think about that. I'm like, what if you were born Bajoran? You don't even know, man. It's a big universe, man.
Well, here's the thing. But even having one good place to be born, it says is so much better than most science fiction where there is no good place to be.
But so I talked with him. I talked with I bumped into this Sikh who was explaining what being a Sikh was.
Did he have a turban?
He had his turban. He had his beard. He was all seeked out. He even had like a vest.
I love it, dude.
No, I did not love it. Because he was explaining, like, I don't know, are they tenants or whatever?
Yeah, the 5.
The 5. And so he's like, well, it's all about this and gifting. And I literally opened up and I was just like, because I had a few beers in me and I was like, hey, man, where's the knife?
Yeah.
Because I heard him explaining it to some other guy and he hadn't gotten to that part. And he's like, I don't have my knife on me. And I was like, I caught him lacking.
Yeah.
I caught a Sikh lacking.
That is crazy.
Dude,
They usually have like did he not say like, well, I have this in place?
He had nothing. He didn't have.
Usually they have like a ritual, like a thing they're allowed to have when they don't have the knife.
He did have like a little, what was it? It was like a nail or something, like a envelope opener. It stunk. It was like, it wasn't.
But he had something.
It wasn't even like a keyblade. It was like a poker.
Oh man, he had a shiv.
No, it wasn't even a shiv. It was a pokey thing. It was
there's places
it was like
a paper. Allowed.
It was a.
He's
what do you
New
mean?
York.
It's a religious exemption.
There's no religious exemption. If that's the case, let's get a religious exemption of guns.
Dude, we should start the cowboy religion.
I know. I have to have a 6-shooter open carrying at all times.
As long as I wear my 10-gallon hat, so God can't see the top of my head.
Yeah.
I have to have my gun, my 6-shooter. Sometimes I have a bandolier and a shotgun.
True.
So I caught a sequel Akin, and then. Dude, I'm so mad. The more I think about it, the more angry I get. I bump into this girl.
Yeah.
And I just start talking to her. She looked like Zooey Deschanel. She had a few gray hairs. Just like.
Okay.
So she's like, but like good ones.
Sold.
She had gray, bluish eyes that were like you could just see. And so then
like a wolf. Inside of that wolf are 2 me's.
Yeah. And so I start talking to her and she immediately starts throwing jokes back at me. Which I'm
best.
Like,
woman make funny picture in brain.
Yeah.
Penis hard.
Third brain happy.
Third brain happy.
Yeah, she started doing jokes. I'm like, all right, this is cool. Like we're already vibing like instantly.
Yeah.
She wasn't drinking because she's like, I'm doing sober October, not unrelated. She's just
cool.
So she had like a faux beer, a fake beer.
Yeah.
And we're joking around, Josh, and then her friend shows up. And immediately,
this is when you need backup. This is
dude,
when you need
I had no backup. All 3 backup was out.
We were all gone. I'm so sorry we left you.
I was solo at this party, and I feel like I held my own for as long as I could, but it was infuriating. I'm just talking to this girl. I'm like, dude, I think there was a chance. I was like, oh, this is my next wife. This is my next one. I was already picturing our children.
This is how me and you roll. You just start talking to someone and you're like, you know what? This is it.
Dude, because I was talking to her about her family, her grandma, like World War II. And she's like, cool. And like, I'm like, oh, what are our grandchildren going to look like? I wonder what I'm thinking like, okay, this is her last name. Will I take her last name? Is she going to take mine? Are we going to do a hyphenated situation?
What was her last name?
I don't want to say.
Oh, okay.
And so.
I don't think you know. I think you're a bad husband.
Nope. I definitely know it.
Did you find her on Instagram?
No. I don't know her last name.
You should find her on Instagram.
I don't know how to get a last name on a dude. I should have asked, but I'll tell you what happened. So I start talking to her, and then her friend shows up.
Okay.
And they start talking like, oh, they're already friends. They're familiar. And her friend, just from the opening of her mouth, had a bad attitude.
Okay.
It was just like, I'm in so much pain. My life sucks. I'm taking all these Medicaid. The doctors are not helping. And I'm just like, I'm sorry. Oh, you have endometriosis. Oh, male doctors don't listen. Well, and I'm like it's so hard for me to be empathetic.
Yeah, dude.
But
it takes all your energy. And
so my
power.
gas tank is from going refilled is starting to get drained fast.
Yeah.
Just instantly. And I'm only saying this because she said it. She was a heavy set woman. Her description was, yeah, I know I'm fat.
Hey, big is beautiful.
And she was pretty cute, but she was the fat friend who showed up and was like, if I'm not getting laid, no one is. And so I would like turn the conversation to her, because she was talking 90% of the time.
Yeah.
And I would be like, oh, how does that relate to your friend who you know? And I'd do like a little what do you think about this? And she'd start talking, and then she would immediately eat the conversation again.
Oh,
Just be
she
like,
can't help herself.
dude,
She's
no.
so hungry.
Yeah, no, I think she
for
could-
conversation.
I think she could help. I was so angry. So
I'm sorry, man. If I had been there, I would have. I would have been able to I could have empathied us out of that situation.
no, I was giving it all and so eventually I had to just tap out of oh, I gotta go to the bathroom. I go to the bathroom. The girl also follows me over there oh, you're over here, and we start talking. I go to the bathroom. I can't I was like, is she gonna invite me to the bathroom? Are we gonna make it? No, nothing happened.
Yeah, the male brain. You just start talking to a woman and you're in public. You go, we can fuck
Are we
right now.
fucking right now?
Are we fucking right now?
Look, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I'm not gonna lock the door in case you want to see what
Dude,
my piss game is
Every
like.
time I've ever showered at someone's house, even when I was a kid showering at my friend's house, leave the door unlocked in case mom comes in. You never know.
Yeah, just in case.
You never know, dude. Someone could want to come in and fuck you while you're in the shower. You gotta make sure it's available.
When opportunity knocks, you don't want opportunity to knock. You want
opportunity to walk in and suck my dick, dude.
Yeah.
Opportunity should fucking let me hit it raw. That's what I'm
Exactly.
talking about.
So I go mingle some more. And then she finds me at the party. She finds me.
No!
And comes over to talk to me. So I'm like,
Let's fucking go,
this
dude.
rules.
I'm
We're-
in. See, now this is a story I'm not going to look at my phone during. We're
Yeah.
cooking with fire.
So she's talking to me, and then all of a sudden I can feel the thumps of something headed towards
No!
She comes from across the party.
Like in Lord of the Rings when the
Dude.
troll's banging on the door before and everyone's like, oh, fuck, it's a troll.
I'm not even kidding. I had 2 minutes of conversation with her alone before her friend was like, nah, and just came powering through. She moved very gracefully. It was hard to move through this party. She just somehow found us and started dominating the conversation again.
Well, do you know what it is? No one else was tolerating her shit. And so she has no
Yeah.
one who's going to listen to her fucking, I'm at a party, but I'm going to make it about how bad I'm doing.
Well, you know what
which
it
is
was?
crazy to do.
I'll give you the backstory. She was venting a lot of her rage on a guy who had lost she was obviously attracted to this other third guy she was telling her, whose sports team had lost, and that guy was taking it out on her. And she's like, I don't even like him. And I'm like, then why are you talking to him? He sounds like a bad guy.
Nothing's funnier than someone, I don't even like this person. And it's like, why are they affecting you then?
Yeah, why
Move on. Don't talk. Delete their number. Block them.
If you
Well,
don't-
I can't do that.
Yeah.
Then shut the fuck up.
And so, anyways, that was really. So she was taking out all of her aggression on me.
What
And
team
one point-
lost? That's the root of this problem. It's not her. It's not him. It's
yeah.
this god. It's the Baltimore Ravens, probably, dude.
Probably them.
These motherfuckers can't win a game to get you laid to save their lives.
Oh, and then she started complaining about it was one of those teams. Oh, she was saying that
Butterfly
she was saying that she was doing stuff where she's like the NHL Blackhawks are that's a racist team name, and I'm like, is Blackhawks? And she's like Blackhawk Indians, and I'm like, I don't know, man. It seems pretty respectful to me. I don't care. I'm once again the darkest person at this all white people party, and I have a white woman telling me shit I don't want to hear.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm like, shut the fuck up. Except for the C guy. He was darker than me.
oh, okay.
He was-
But he also probably doesn't care.
He wasn't carrying a knife, so I don't. Seems pretty white.
Oh, dude. That fucking sucks.
No.
Also, the Blackhawks, I mean, I don't know. I'm not a Blackhawk, so I can't weigh in. But when you're like the Fighting Irish, it's like, well, okay. It is a person as a mascot, but like it's not demonizing or like
Wait, the Fighting Irish has that little leprechaun who's like,
yeah, he's tough. He's cool.
he's not racist. You're right.
He's not racist. Thank you. Thank you. I can't speak on it because I'm not Irish, but I feel like it's fine.
So
Anyway, when you like the Blackhawks, it's like, yeah, that's a tribe. It's tough and cool. The tribe is good.
yeah, their logo isn't like it's not the smiling Indian.
It's not the Redskins or the Indians. It's not like a concept. It's a tribe. It's like the Seminole Indians saying, no, actually, the school using the Seminoles is cool. We're fine with it.
Yeah.
Anyway.
But then I was like doing my normal joking around, and she's like, "Are you?" She sussed me out. She's like, "Are you a comedian?" And I was like, "Why do you say that?" She's like, "You've been doing you've just been like a lot of jokes funny." I'm like, "Yeah, I actually do a podcast. I've done stand up and stuff." And then she's just like, and it like immediately tanked the conversation. Her friend, like, I was just like, oh my god. After all that, I was just like, I had to like leave again. The little circle that had formed.
What'd the girl say? What the
nothing?
The cute one.
The cute one. She was just letting her friends.
She didn't go like, oh, it's interesting. You make money doing that.
I tried to talk a little bit, but anyway, so I leave, and then like 5 minutes later, I see another one of the cute girl's friends show up. And he was all stylish and cool, and they leave within 5 minutes. I'm like, God damn it! Oh, I'm gonna kill myself upstairs and ruin this party. So,
what were you wearing? Did you dress up for the party?
I was dressed in this identical. It was a theme party, and they didn't tell me. But half the people were dressed normal, and half the people were. It was airlines, so some people were dressed as like pilots. Some people were dressed as stewardesses.
That's kind of fun.
This one guy doing whippets had a fake gun and was screaming that he was the air marshal.
Dude, what if we had shown up and we were the 9/11 hijackers?
Oh, that would have been so fucking fun because I have those fake beards.
Us four house, we just show up as Al Qaeda.
Yeah.
That'd be sick as fuck, dude. Hell yeah.
Oh,
man.
you reminded me. Because when she found out I did, she was like, "Are you a comedian?" And I'm like, "Yeah." She's like, "Tell me." She did the "tell me a joke," and I was just like,
"Did you respond with my thing?"
No, I responded because it's an airplane themed party. And I was like, "Oh, I got an airplane joke," and she's like, "Let's hear it." And so I do my joke. I'm like, I feel like September 11th was not an inside job or an outside job, but like a halfway job. You know how I feel like when the first plane hit, that was Al Qaeda, and then remember in the classroom with George Bush, when they leaned down, the guy whispering to him goes, "Hey, do you remember that thing we were going to do?" And then that's the joke. 9/11 is a halfway job or whatever, and everyone laughed but her, and she goes, "There's no punchline to that joke." And I'm like, everyone's laughing. Everyone's laughing. I did one of those things like I'm bombing on stage, but not, where I'm like, "You're fucking drunk. Kick this woman out of the party right now." Oh, I'm so angry at her.
Damn, dude. She fucking sucks.
She's going to die soon, which is I'm happy for that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Damn.
Kate, if you're out there and you see this podcast, because we talked about, listen, hit me up.
Yeah. Also,
after I've spent this whole 20 minutes shitting on your friend.
Yeah, but she has to know. There's no way you could be self-aware and not know your friend is being a fucking ogre.
Dude,
that sucks, dude. Tell me a joke. People who say that fucking kill you.
Everyone was laughing except her. And I'm like, oh, you're this person at a comedy show. You're so self-centered. Everyone hates you.
Yeah.
You'll never find it out.
When people say tell me a joke, I go, pay me $1,000. I say something, I just go, pay me. Pay me. Tell me a joke. Or I go, what do you do for a living? And then they tell me and I go, if they say I'm a bartender, I go, make me a fucking drink. And or I'm usually very mean. I hate that. When someone tells me that, my instinct is to be viscerally mean to them.
Dude, but for me to be
but for you to rise to the occasion because you got this girl, and I'm I get it. Dude, you've got to do it.
That is my secret too. If I feel like I'm the most funniest when there's an attractive girl.
Yeah, of course you are. All your comedy doing is designed to get you pussy. Every time you've gotten a girlfriend, you quit comedy. You go, yeah, I'm fucking done. What?
I'm like the Hulk, but with comedy. You're not gonna like me when I'm horny, and my comedy powers just
No, you're the opposite. You are gonna like me when I'm horny.
Yeah.
And then people are like, oh, he's pretty funny.
And my penis gets twice its size and green for some reason.
Oh, fuck, dude. That sucks. I'm fucking sorry. That sounds like a nightmare.
This is a regular party.
That's really what it is, dude. That's why I don't like parties. Every time I've ever gone, I go, hey, I'll either find a guy I want to talk to.
Yeah, the Star Trek guy.
Yeah, or a girl I want to hit on or talk to, and someone else ruins it. I'll be talking to a guy about like religion or something interesting or aliens or just having a fucking, or he'll be like into Warhammer, and someone will come up and be like, what's Warhammer? And I'll be like, all right, cool part of the conversation over. Now and or you're hitting on a girl and that happens.
Yeah.
One of her friends or like some dude. I mean, the
Luckily-
friend is annoying, but the dude friend who comes wants to fuck and comes up and he sucks. That's the worst possible
I don't know. I feel
thing.
like I can handle that one better.
You think? I hate that one more.
So when another guy's like trying to spit game, I'm very like, oh, I got this, or I'm like, I'm out. I don't need this. So where I'm like, I'm just funnier than whatever this guy is. It's the girl where I'm like, I don't know how to be nice. So I'm just like, I'm overly nice.
Oh, yeah, because you have to cut. You can't like control the volume. You've just got to like put it in that gear.
And I got to be over like, oh, I'm sorry, blah, blah, blah. Like,
Yeah.
and I was still trying to throw jokes in where it failed.
Tough.
Operation failed.
Hey, well, listen.
it was all right.
You went to a party. You gave it your everything. I'm proud of you.
I came home and masturbated. That was a win.
Yeah, there you go. Sometimes you just get all bricked up.
Yeah.
Just fucking cranking it, dude. If our neighbors listen to our podcast, which isn't an impossibility, I'm sorry.
I don't
for
think they
everything.
do because
I don't think they do either.
I think
but
everyone at that party was pretty like blacked out on whippets or alcohol.
that's so funny
So
to
I'm
do.
like-
Whippets is such a fucking loser thing.
Yeah, and then I'm like, oh, I'm talking to the one sober girl at this party, and it's fun.
Fuck, man. Do you think the bigger girl was the fucking ogre? Do you think she was not sober?
She was smoking weed. She was.
How was she smoking weed
Dude,
and that fucking mean?
She was ripping through joints. I watched her like smoke 3 or 4, just like it just.
Dude.
And I was like, damn.
You got fucked. That's crazy.
That happens though.
No, it does happen.
just-
This is the thing. It happens more often than not.
That's the story of being a guy.
It's a story, dude.
I'm going to complain about it for 20 minutes on a podcast.
I think
and then
being
I'm
a
over it.
I think being a girl is also. I will admit, I'm trying to imagine what it's like to be a girl that goes to a party. Meeting you is best case scenario. Imagine how many like.
There were a few. Whoa! What the fuck?
Imagine all the types of guys who just come up to you and are like, hey, what's your deal? And they fucking suck and they neg you or say whatever. I mean, women do it to me and it happens less overall. Like, it's more common for men to do that shit. So it's just like, I can't imagine.
Dude, there should be a party. I don't know.
Okay, hold on. No, there should be a party.
Where?
Uh-huh.
Where-
And no one's drunk.
No, I was gonna say you.
I feel like we're gonna accidentally like invent a library or something right now.
I was thinking, you know how they have those dances where everyone puts on headphones, the silent dance.
yeah, silent disco.
I was gonna do silent party where you can only lock into one person at a time.
Oh.
There's that. I think there's like a Japanese or New York bar where they would have like a phone and you could call one other person and go like a video date.
You invented speed dating.
Yeah,
You invented speed dating.
I've never done speed dating.
Well, should we do it?
I'm down.
Let's just fucking go do it and see what happens.
I'm super down. Let's
Diego,
speed
are
date.
you down to go speed dating with us?
Yep.
All right, cool. Hey,
no,
everyone.
Diego's banned. He laughed at me.
Yeah, dude. Diego's also too handsome. He'll fucking steal everybody and be
Yeah.
all charming.
Ooh, speed dating, but the drug is what he said. So we all take speed.
So everyone's
How
just
about-
like scratching their teeth. What are you up to?
Why
Where
don't-
do you see yourself in 30 years?
Speed dating, but every guy takes a Viagra before.
Whoa. I want to do speed
So
dating.
it's really awkward when you
Wait,
stand
yeah,
up to move chairs.
No, speed dating, but everyone has to wear sweatpants and take and you
Yeah.
see like, hey, is he enjoying this conversation? Clearly.
Dude, imagine if someone bombing a conversation so much that you get soft while on Viagra.
Oh, dude.
Very hard.
Yeah.
I mean, very soft.
That would do like everlasting damage to a woman's brain.
Nah, she would need to self-reflect.
So I mean, she would need to self-reflect.
So that was the party. I did steal. Someone handed me a can of salmon. They were like doing a bit.
What?
Yeah, they were doing a bit where like, hey, it's your turn to hold the salmon. I'm like, thanks, and I just put it in my pocket.
Oh, fuck,
I
dude.
have continued the Mac tradition of stealing food from every single party.
I love that. Just to be like, it's your turn to carry the salmon,
Yeah,
bro. And you're just like, yup. And you just literally take it.
He was like, you're supposed to pass it on. I'm like, I will.
You'll pass it on through your fucking colon, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
When you eat it, that rules, dude. Fuck yeah. Dude, what a fucking good Mac move. Honestly, listen, I'm sad you didn't get to actually practice hitting on a beautiful woman who sounds
I did
fun.
get to practice, but
I mean, a little bit.
Dude, it was...
You should have asked for her Instagram. You should have been like, here's what you do.
The thing, I only had 2 interactions with... Well, the third bathroom one was really quick. I only had 2 interactions.
Yeah.
And by the third one, she was already like hanging out with her old friends.
Yeah.
Like the rest of the group showed up, and I'm like, I'm done.
I'm not good at this stuff, but in my mind, I would, especially right in this point in my life where I'm like, fuck it, I would just throw a Hail Mary and be like, I'm about to leave this party. I really liked our conversation. Can I get your Instagram before I go? Totally cool if
that
not.
was my next move.
Or I would give her my Instagram. I would be like, this is my Instagram. Bye. And I would just leave.
Yeah, that was my next move, but she was already gone by the time I saw her with her friends. She disappeared.
Here's what I've been doing. I've been writing my Instagram down on pieces of paper, and when I'm in New York, and I just put it in someone's pocket when they don't even know what I'm doing, and then later they'll find it and be like, what the fuck? Why do I have your Instagram handle in my pocket? I'm like,
here's my move. Whenever I see a beautiful woman, I put my phone in her pocket, and then I come home and video call my phone from my other phone. And I'm like, hey, did you pick up my phone by chance? Oh my God, you're so beautiful.
Wow.
Can I come inside of you? I mean, come pick up my phone?
Dude.
Unless you lose a lot of phones that way.
I saw a fucking story about a thing. This guy's stalker tricked him into almost marrying her similarly.
All right.
So she apparently, dude, you just triggered this memory in me. I fucking watched this whole thing about this guy telling the story and being like, yeah, so watch out. Anyway,
I don't feel like I could get accidentally tricked into marrying someone.
No. But you would trick them into being like, oh, what a coincidence.
Oh.
So this is
if someone believed in destiny and God.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Let's go.
So that's kind of what happened to this guy. This girl was stalking him.
I have the opposite. If things are going too good, I get suspicious.
Yeah, no.
That I'm being set up because I'm like, this is a CIA. If an e-girl starts talking to me, she starts the conversation, I'm like, nice try, Fed. You'll never get my gun. You'll never figure out what I'm doing.
Yeah, I know. That's what I do too. Shoe on Head messaged me and I was like, nice try, fucking idiot. And I never responded. So, what was I gonna? Oh, so this guy, it's fucking crazy. So this guy's stalker, and I don't know a lot of the details because I just watched it and was like, this is insane, and I gotta watch out for shit like this. So basically what happened is his stalker got obsessed with him.
Started texting him at the angel number times. Oh, it's 11:11. Whoa.
Yeah. I think she tried to
That's when you text a girl. They love that shit.
Yeah? Is that your move? To text him at 11:11?
No. Maybe it's worked before.
Twice a day, every day at 11:11.
Oh, I was just looking at my phone at the
the angel numbers, they love that shit. That's so funny. God damn, dude. All right. That's a good, take note, everybody. I don't know.
Look, if she's recharging crystals and putting them over her butt or whatever.
Yeah.
If she's doing tarot, text her at 11:11. She'll love it. Anyways, sorry, this guy.
If you're honestly, here's one of my friends did this, and I am not saying it's okay, but he just went and Googled tarot cards, and there's this girl who's several girls he was into that were into tarot, of course. So then he would just be like, I thought about you and pulled the tarot card and I was thinking about you and it was this. And he just Googled what the card meant and made it the one that was
the penis and vagina
fucking
card.
Sex card. Yeah, or whatever.
Whoa, the 69 card.
Yeah,
crazy.
it's crazy. The card that says I have a big dick that should be in your mouth is the one I pulled when I was thinking about you. Anyway, it worked, and all three of them were like, oh, you're so cute. I can't believe.
The thick ropes card.
Yeah. It's so funny to just be like, and he did it in a video too. And then they're like, not.
So he like stacked the deck.
Yeah, he stacked the deck,
and then it was like, oh, look at this card that happened to be.
Yeah. He goes, wow. Anyway, it's so funny to do like magic for babies and just be like making a woman be like, oh my God. And honestly, women, you could do that to men, but you don't have to. That's the point.
No, it's easier for men. You just be like, I like trucks, and the guys will be like, whoa,
I'll do anything.
You like trucks?
Yeah. It's
You like dinosaurs?
Whoa, bro.
You just gotta figure out what his 4 interests are. If it's aliens, dinosaurs, trucks,
World War II.
or World War II.
Yeah,
And that one's a hard one to crack because they're usually autistic.
Yeah.
And you gotta be like, hey, can I suck your dick while you watch History Channel Hitler documentaries? And that has like a maybe 25% success rate.
Yeah. They'll be like, well, I need to pay attention.
Yeah.
What you do is you got a message and you got to be like, I actually think the tiger was an unreliable tank and its allure isn't real. And then they'll be like, penis so hard.
Yeah, you got to really do some research to crack a World War II guy.
Anyway,
but they have a lot of money usually.
Is that real?
I think guys whose special interest is World War II
Yeah,
usually have crazy jobs like accountant or
true.
engineer.
It's not usually comedian with 3 roommates, but
or
sometimes
homeless
it is.
guy or a crack addict.
Anyway, I do crack so I can read faster about World War II. So this girl's really into this guy, blah, blah, blah. She stalks him for a long time, follows him around, watches his stuff. So he doesn't post a lot on his stories and stuff, but he posts on social media and he's very popular on social media. So what she does is she figures out where he lives, stalks him long enough that she can physically tail him like a spy.
I just want to make sure this is something you watched, right? A different person who isn't you.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is not me.
All
This is not, I
right.
swear it's not me.
You didn't get
because I post on my stories a lot.
Oh, yeah, sure.
And I talk on podcasts. So if you want to be like, I know what thing turns you on, it'd be like, yeah, well, I said it like 9 times over the course of 6 years. So he doesn't do that. So she has to do an old school spy style. So she figures out where he is, uses her free time to stalk him, watches him go to the store, watches what he buys, literally does physical recon on him.
Okay.
Now it's time to spring her trap. She realizes he's going to be at a place for work that's not in New York where he lives. She goes there. She accidentally, huge quotation marks, runs into him. She's like, oh, she like literally bumps into him and like does a thing. And she's gorgeous, by the way. So she's got like the in. And then she's like, oh, I'm so sorry. This, and that. And she's like, oh, I'm just here for this. And he's like, I'm here for this. And she goes, yeah, my favorite stuff is this. And he's like, that's my favorite shit.
Yeah.
And then she's like, well, that's amazing. And she plays it really cool. She goes, we should hang out when you get back to New York. Here's my phone number. So he goes, okay. Then she messages him and she's like, oh, we should watch a movie or something. And then she's like, I'll bring the snacks or whatever. Then she brings him his favorite snacks and says they're her favorite because she watched him grocery shop and shit. Yeah. She knows so much about him that she lies about all this stuff and he falls in love with her like right away. They're together for a long time. She continues to stalk him and use all this information to lie about who she is and to be the perfect girlfriend.
Okay.
They're together for 2 years. She doesn't have very many friends, but one of the only friends she has knows what she did.
Okay.
They have a business together. The business begins to fall apart, and the girl tries to fuck her friend out of money. Her friend says, fuck you, and then tells the guy everything.
Okay.
The guy is like, hey, you got to tell me if you did this or not. Whatever. I promise I won't break up with you. Then she tells him everything, and he goes, yeah, I'm breaking up with you.
Why?
And broke up with her.
Why?
Anyway, and then he got someone pregnant and married her right away. But
I'm going to say the only loser in this story is the guy.
No.
The guy
It's
is...
because you want the girl who would stalk you.
I want to... Think about that. That woman finds... She's like, I'm going to put my own real personality aside, and I'm going to fabricate an entirely new personality that is perfect for this man. That's all... If I found that out and she told me the truth, I'm like... We could stay together, but you have to keep your manufactured personality.
You can't trust her.
I don't trust her. I trust her manufactured her.
Oh,
that's who I trust.
God, dude.
I can't trust her. And so he lost. He lost a bad bitch who did all that for him. He dropped the bag. Damn.
Oh, I want someone who who thinks about doing that, but then goes, I should just do it regular. She loves me that much, but she respects me enough not to do insane shit.
I don't need
or not that insane.
I don't need someone's respect. I just need their love. That's the only thing I lack.
Yeah, it's true.
Anyways, that guy lost out. Well, this has been another successful podcast for the Cowboy Boys podcast. If you liked this episode and would like to tell other people you like this episode, go to our store, cowboyboys.store, or go to our website, cowboyboys.radio, where you can find links to our Patreon, which is also available at patreon.com/cowboyboys.
It's patreon.com/cowboyboys. $5 a month for an extra episode every episode.
Yes, one extra episode. It's more of this, exactly the same.
It's not. It's better, but the same.
Yes, and you get an extra 30 seconds per episode.
There it is. You can't get that anywhere else. I'll tell you that.
Please rate and review us on Spotify, iTunes. Tell your friends. Find random friends' phones and subscribe to us there.
There, please.
Download our entire catalog on your friends' phones. Buy our merch. I'm wearing our merch right now. Are you wearing our merch?
I'm not. I'm
God
wearing
damn it.
Slayer's merch. I'm sorry.
You gotta wear a merch on the podcast more.
Do I?
I do, but I'm in it to win it.
But you have like 9 shirts, and now our merch is 5 of those 9 shirts.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
These shirts are so good, I threw away the rest of I'm like, oh, these are soft. Ooh, because I put in the special work. I'm like, I don't want to print our shirts on. Oh, what are those gilded bullshit? No, we got the nice soft. You should feel this shirt. I know you already have, but
it is really nice.
That's
everyone.
a nice blend.
It feels aged. It's good. So go ahead, get a shirt, support us, post a photo of you in it. I will share it, and it makes me happy. All right, everyone. I love you so much.
Thank you for listening. Yeehaw.